It's day 14 of the Outside Freak Challenge. How you doing? I'm Z, and I'm on my second cup of coffee. This is such a lush morning. Normally this tent is packed up, or at least set out to dry, but the tent has been dry. I've been keeping the fly door open up until the wee hours, like maybe 2 in the morning. I'll close it. I don't know if that's helping or if it's just the atmosphere, but I'm not getting any condensation on the inside of the tent, which is cool. But yeah, normally this stuff is packed away. Am I leaning? Am I starting to lean? But no, we survived the water haul. Should be known as the water torture. And we survived that. Oh, just enough water. And it was the 13th. I'm not really a superstitious person, but you know. Yes, we successfully got water. It wasn't all that grueling. It was a little grueling, but it wasn't all that grueling. I had to take a couple breaks here and there. But I'm not quite sure how heavy 5 gallons of water is, but I can tell you how heavy 5 gallons of water feels. I wouldn't want to backpack with 5 gallons of water. Back when I was in Knowles, we would carry some pretty heavy packs, upwards in the 80 pounds. Normally, we try to keep it down to 40 pounds these days. And as an ultralighter, I've had my pack down to about 15 pounds, which is still heavy for ultralighting. I hear the ultralighting these days is considered somewhere about 5, 6, I don't know, somewhere between 6 and 8 pounds is what ultralighting is considered now, so 15 pounds. But I'm also counting water and food weight, I think. But that's okay. I'm not really interested in doing ultralighting. I've taken a lot of the concepts from doing the PCT and ultralighting. I've taken those concepts and now incorporate them in my wilderness outdoor routine. I don't know what you would call it. But we're not doing ultralighting per se. Ultralighting is expensive. And if it's not expensive, in other words, if you're using a lot of cheap stuff, then you got to replace that stuff all the time. So ultralighting has its place. But if you're actually living in the wilderness and traveling and living in the wilderness and trying to stay out of towns as much as possible, then there's a whole different mindset and gear set that you have to be prepared for. Essentially, you have to have your quivers of gear for various conditions and situations that you're going to be in the wilderness. I think maybe for Patreon, I'll do the various quivers of gear, from base camp gear to bike travel gear to ultralight gear. stuff like that. But I'm gonna make some coffee. I'm sure you've seen enough videos and video edits of people making coffee, so I'm gonna spare you of that. I'm down to my last milk for the coffee. That's all right. I've got some creamer that I can live with. I pulled the trigger on with a lot of apprehension. I don't like to spend money. I don't like incorporating new gear. I mean, I do, but I get apprehensive spending money incorporating new gear and using electric stuff out in the wilderness. But I'm gonna do it. I just pulled the trigger. I bought a trailer that's specific for my e-moto, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this wilderness thing with both my bike, regular bike, and my e-moto. Both of them have their own trailers. We're living large here. That's gonna be coming in another week. So stay tuned. Day 14 of the Outside Freak Challenge. If you want to see some of my how-to videos, how to do this sort of thing, go check out patreon.com/outsidefreak. And how long have you been out in the wilderness? How long do you think I can stay out here in the wilderness? I'll see you next video.